So, I got asked this really cool question by Tasha, and I was thinking, I could just answer it on Tumblr, but at the same time, I was thinking perhaps it would be kind of cool to just, explain a little bit further what the process is when it comes to like little animations and so on. So as you can see, I'm on Photoshop right now. So I'm just gonna get to it. I'm just gonna read the question first, and then I just like show you exactly what's going on. So so Tasha says, maybe a stupid question, but what program do you use to animate your pictures? As you can see, I use Photoshop. I use Creative Cloud. I'm gonna just close this little thing, and I'm gonna show you the drawing that I had made and I had animated very recently. So I think it was like yesterday I finally finished it. So I am gonna go to Window, and then I'm just gonna open the timeline widget on Photoshop. And what I do basically is I do what's called frame by frame animation, and what I have here is basically to my side, to a lower end doobly over here is just all of the layers that I have used for this. So I think I'm just gonna remove. If I'm gonna go to the second one, I'm just gonna remove everything for a little bit, just to show you sort of how it starts. This takes a while. I might actually like end up speeding it up and like later on. But basically, I started with this, just like a quick little sketch, and then I just had like a couple of like line art things popping up here and there, and I basically just like popped everything like and glued everything together and tried to figure out how did I want everything to look. I didn't actually like, how do I put it? So when I was building this drawing, I did something that wasn't like how I usually tend to draw this stuff. So I went in and just basically layered things on top and used like all of the layer effects that you can see under here. Like basically if I select the layer here, you see that this one's normal, and then I can just like change the type of way in which it blends with the rest of the drawing, with the rest of the image, and that's basically all I did to it. And then I just made a couple of different layers for the actual drawing, and so I have several variants of the flame, which is basically I think one of the only elements that I animated of the flame, and also of the candle wax that you can see. So these were the elements that were. I'm actually gonna just not save it, and I'm gonna open it up again. Alright, there we go. So you have all of those layer elements, and basically what I did was I selected each and every one individually and said, okay, this thing I'm gonna have on for this layer, for this then frame, and then the next one, and the next one, and so on. And what I did after was that, because I'm really fucking lazy, I decided to basically tween, so an in between of one layer to the other, and so as to simulate very slow movement, and then selected the frame itself by how much time delay I would give it. So the main frames, or like, what was the name for this? It's a better name for this thing. But I'm just gonna call them main frames for now. Like the main frames are like the keyframes. That's the word. So the keyframes then have a little bit more time, and then the tweens get less time delay within the actual timeline, and that basically gives me the chance to like simulate that there's more movement there when there really isn't, and that basically does it. So I did this for about 31 frames, and that gave me a small loop. So the loop continues and it does its thing, and like, oh, look at it, it's marvelous. And then after that, I took all of this and I went to File, Export, and then for the GIF version, what I did was that I saved for Web Legacy, which is also Alt-Shift-Control-S. And for the other, for the video that you saw on YouTube and you saw also on Instagram, that was actually just the same export option from File, then Render Video. It does not have a shortcut already on Photoshop, and I haven't actually shortcutted either because it's just don't see it necessary. But then you just render the video, and after that, then I took it to another program, and I'm gonna try and open that if I am allowed. Let me see. I'm just gonna close this now, and we will not see things happening until I open Adobe Premiere and I let my window capture see it, basically. So Adobe Premiere Pro is still loading, which is wonderful. So get to perhaps listen to some elevator blobby music or something, whatever I end up editing here. Perhaps Girl for Me Panima. That would be great. Oh goodness. Once it opens. Okay, there we go. So then, now that we're in Adobe Premiere, you get to see the rest of the process. So I imported the video over to Premiere. Wait, did I import the video or did I import the GIF? I think I actually imported the GIF version of this time, but I usually tend to import the video instead. And then I just added like a couple of sound effects, and basically just repeated the loop for as long as it would take me to make a small, I guess 36 seconds, so that I could post this on Instagram. And then it just plays. Oh wow, it doesn't play there. But yeah, so that's basically it. And it plays the music. And why isn't it showing here? Like hello, it's not showing. So I'm gonna have to do some magic and editing. But yeah, so that's all I did, and that's how I animate things. I use Photoshop and I use Adobe Premiere Pro, and that's that's all I do, and that's how it happens, and it is pretty quick and it doesn't take too long. So that's that. So yeah, bye. Perhaps listen to some elevator blobby music or something, whatever I end up editing here. Perhaps Girl for Me Panima. That would be great. Oh goodness. Yeah. Okay, goodness.